Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm inside. I'm going to work on a Samsung dryer. So this dryer is 10 years old. I noticed last week it was developing a loud noise when it was running. I'll put it on so you get a sense of what that noise is. So I'm doing research. I think what went wrong, the barrel of the dryer, as it rolls around, it sits on some rollers. I think one or maybe two of the rollers have gone bad. This thing's 10 years old. I looked online. There's some great YouTube videos. You know, shout out to Justin who does Because Things Break. He has an awesome video on this. So if you're looking at my video to get instruction, I'm not going to go through the detail Justin did. Check his out. It's awesome. So I bought this kit on Amazon. I think it was 37 bucks. Let's call it 40. It should have the rollers. It should have a belt. It should have another kind of pulley thing on there and some springs. Let's open it up, see what we got. Okay, here's the pulley system. And it does have a bushing on the inside, which is good. Have the belt. You got the 4 rollers. You got a spring that goes on that pulley arm and the screw for the pulley arm. All right, so let's unplug this guy and pull it out and start removing some of the parts. Put your foot inside, lift up. All right, so let's take a look at the inside. Here you have, try to do this one hand. Here's the drum. Here's the belt that goes around the full drum itself. The belt is obviously still good, but while I'm here, I might as well replace it. We got the wiring harness here. That's going to have to come undone. Then we're going to take this front cover off. Start with these 3 screws up top here that are part of the metal frame, not the painted one. Next, remove the lint trap. Put it off to the side. Okay, here we go. We're basically in the belly of the beast. Got to remove a couple more parts so we're able to get this barrel out. All right, let's start with this exhaust vent here. 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. Next is to remove this moisture sensor. Just squeeze, pull it apart. Okay, next is to remove these 4 screws that holding the barrel assembly in place. Okay, with the screws out, we're just going to lift this up and pull it out. There's 2 rollers on the bottom of this that's holding the drum, so there'll be a little bit of tension, but you get through it, it'll come out. All right, so I'm going to replace these 2 first. I mean, they don't need replacing. You could see they're moving pretty well. But since I have them, I'm going to replace them. All right, the way these rollers are assembled, you have basically a threaded stud that runs through it. This end of the stud has 2 flat ends. So we're going to put an adjustable wrench on there. And then you have a 5/8 bolt on this side. Okay, as you take it off, you have a washer and a nut on the back side, and you have another washer on this front side. I don't know what the replacement parts are, so I may need to recycle these washers, but this is basically how it goes. In between is the actual face of the dryer. But on the new one here, there's nothing for me to grip this when I go to fasten the 5/8 nut. So I think I have to go out to the garage and get a nut to go on this side. So I can have something on this side to hold it while I fasten the back side. All right, I was able to find 4 nuts out in the garage. With the washer on first. Then on the back side, put the washer and the 5/8 nut. All right, with this one on, ready to go, I'm going to remove this one, put the second one on, then we'll work towards the back. Second down, ready to go. In my case, because the dryer belt is not broken, I need to disengage the dryer belt from the drive assembly. So I'm in the back I'm going to remove this plate here, and I should be able to get to where the belt actually goes around a pulley system. All right, I'm somewhat inside, at least the camera's inside. What I have to do is push that white pulley that's on the top, push it over to the right to loosen the belt, get the belt away from all that assembly, and then it should be able to come right up. All right, here I am back around front. The belt obviously is off and loose. That's going to be replaced. So what we're going to do is lift the barrel up, and as you lift it up, you got to come where these cutouts are so you can actually pull it out. All right, with the barrel out of the way, we can see what's happening. I think that's the problem roller. We're going to replace that one at the same time. In effect, the mechanics work as follows. You have an electric motor that runs the pulley system where the belt is fastened, so it's going to turn that barrel. Here you have the heating unit that blows the air up and out through this system here. And then here's where it gets sucked in and then out through your wall vent. Now as we do these, I have to take that 5/8 wrench and put it behind here. All the while try to keep that nut and the washer that's on the back side of this panel in place. So when I put the new one in, it's just easier to get through. Yeah, before I take this roller off, take a look at it. That thing's completely shot. I mean, I think a heavy load finally just broke it free. I mean, that's pretty bad. Beautiful. Oh yeah. All right, with the wheels on, I took this vent and I just put it out of the way because now we're going to replace this armature here, which is pretty straightforward. There's a set screw here with a collar that when you put it on, you want to make sure the collar is positioned right. And then there's an arm under here for a safety switch so that if the belt ever broke, that safety switch would be triggered. All right, first remove the spring. Get that out of the way. Now we're going to remove the screw and remove it. Put the new one in. Okay, with the new one in place, it's over the switch, ready to go. I'm going to put this vent back. Okay, let's move on to the belt. I got the new belt versus the old belt. The old belt is a little bit stretched out, so I may need to just stand on the new one and give it a little bit of tug to kind of get it a little bit looser. And when you put these belts on, there's a groove side and a smooth side. The groove side goes to the inside. All right, with the barrel in, let's go from the back side, go inside. There's the pulley we just put in. There's the belt leaning down. I have to pull that pulley up, wrap that belt around the pulley and the motor. It's probably gonna take me a while, but I need all the room I could possibly get, so I'm gonna put the camera down and go at it. All right, I think I got it. Let's take a look, see what we have. Okay, looks in good shape. Let's start wrapping it up. All right, as you do it, just lift up the drum a little bit, put the rollers on, and put these little side fasteners into the sides. All right, now we're gonna put the exhaust duct back in, tuck it up in, and put the 3 screws in. All right, now we're gonna put the lint trap back in, and let's put the cable back into the cable locks. All right, with the cable in place, we're gonna take this whole door assembly, lift it up, put it into the slots on the bottom, and tuck it in so that these fins go in there, and then we'll screw it down. those screws in. I'm going to take this brace out and slam the top down. Next, these 3 screws in the face. 1, 2, 3. Put those in. All right, with that all set, I'm going to hook the vent hose back up and plug it in and see how it works. Okay, we got the exhaust hose set up, got it plugged in. Let's power her up and listen. Wow, beautiful. Sounds like a brand new dryer. All right, everybody, hey, thanks for tuning in. Hope that helped if you have one of these dryers, or at least gives you ideas if you have a dryer that's making noise. Have a great day.